ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get to our last two fights of the evening. Real quick, let's give a shout out to our commentary team, Jay Adams, and from the UFC, Charles Boston Strong Rosa.
The co-main event is in the flyweight division, 125 pounds. A title is at stake. The ISKA strap is at stake here tonight at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. The Emperor, Edwin Soria, will be facing undefeated Christian Inastria in the co-main event. What can we look forward to at flyweight?
Yeah, you're definitely going to see an awesome matchup between these two guys. Both of them coming from great gyms, awesome jiu-jitsu schools. Both of them, one coming from FFA, Miami, and the other one from American Top Team, Christian Iastria. That kid I've been watching for a long time, and I think that's one of those guys you're going to look out for that's going to make it to the big show one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is your War at the Rock co-main event of the evening, and it is for the War at the Rock Flyweight Championship. And this bout is brought to you by MMA Science. Introducing first in the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds, in Miami, Florida, he is Edwin Lil Emperor Soria. And his opponent in the red corner, standing at 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds, with a record of 3 wins and 0 losses, fighting out of American Top Team, Miramar and Sunrise, Florida. He is Christian the Kraken Inastria.
All right, you saw the belt. The ISKA Flyweight Championship strap is at stake in this fight. Edwin the Emperor Soria, Christian Inastria. Here we go.
Wow, man, you see Edwin coming out strong, throwing a lot of, combinations, and this is another one of those 125-pound fights, so you're going to see a high pace, a lot of action fight. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Christian needs to be super careful here. Edwin's throwing some real heavy shots, but they're nice and tight and compact. Really nice style.
Good combinations by both guys. This should turn out to be a good one.
Yeah, technique and speed. He's got to be careful, Inastria.
This is where I really wanted to see this fight go, personally, is both these guys are very well schooled in jiu-jitsu. Obviously, Christian Inastria under Wilson Govea, black belt, and Edwin Saria under Marcus Avalon, black belt. So you can see Christian setting up that amazing omoplata. These are so difficult to finish. If he finishes, I'll be truly amazed, but
wow.
Back to their feet.
No one thought Inastria would be a fighter. No one gave him a shot. His friends laughed at him. And then he started winning fights in Bellator. He started getting rear naked chokes against really tough fighters in Cam Soda Legends. And recently, despite nasty food poisoning, finishing off a very tough fighter in Mauricio De Jesus in underground cage fighting. Been rolling since he was 14.
Yeah, I've also had the privilege of training with Christian Estrella, and he's really impressed me with his jiu-jitsu skills. You can see him fishing for this guillotine right now, and it looks like he actually got it. He's getting it sunk in pretty deep, trying to get it under the chin, but Edwin Saria definitely wise to it. You can hear his corner telling him how to defend it.
Yep.
Again, we see this position every single night so far. Part of the fight is the battle for the underhooks right here. Usually who can win the battle of the underhooks is going to control the grappling.
Nice left hand there from the Emperor. Snaps the head of Christian back. Oh, nice outside leg kick too. Buckled the lead leg of Inastria.
Good switching stances by Christian. He's been back and forth, switching it up, both landing good shots on both sides, but Saria a little bit more with the heavy punches and the combinations, and a couple nice leg kicks.
Saria's trying to contain Inastria, trying to get him up against the cage and restrict his lateral movement. It's a nice outside leg kick from Christian.
Yeah, both fighters are having success in those leg kicks. In the beginning of the fight, you don't see much, of the damage, but as the fight goes on, it pays big dividends, and I would recommend for both these guys to stay on the leg kicks.
Yeah, I like how he turned into it and kind of snapped it, kind of whipped it. I'm sure you could attest to this because you spent a lot of time in Thailand. It's kind of a whipping motion, isn't it, when you get that outside leg kick?
Well, a lot of guys teach it all differently, but both these guys are throwing those hard whipping, and this is Christian's specialty, this triangle choke right here. I've seen him finish this choke a few times. I've been in it myself, and this is his specialty. So really
it's deadly.
Out of it. He also has the armbar combination. Armbar, and he's going to go to sleep or get his arm broken right now.
Ow. Oh, Saria is made of steel.
Wow, what a deep armbar.
Saria.
You can believe that his arm is popping right now. But he's so tough, he's fighting out of it. Belly down.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure Saria's arm
if he gets out of this,
now, but wow. You don't have to quit to something like that. That's only for jiu-jitsu tapping. You don't have to tap in an MMA fight.
What an escape artist. I think Saria gets the Houdini Award tonight.
I'm sure that's just a toughness thing, man. I'm sure his arm popped there, but he just ate the pain and let it go. I know I've done that a few times and be able to get out of those positions. There's really not much else you can do when you're that deep. You just let it pop and hopefully you get out and it doesn't break your arm.
Different breed you guys are. A different breed.
And this is a title fight, so the chips are all in here. Both these guys are from South Florida, so they got a lot of fans here and short time on the clock. So both these guys are coming for the win, and I'm sure both of them are willing to go to the very end.
Nice elbow from Saria.
Saria's right arm was the one caught in the armbar, but he fought out of it.
He's holding it up pretty well.
See, back to those kicks we talked about in the beginning. Those were landed for both guys. Every single kick each one of them has landed.
So far, I'm seeing a lot of left jabs, Charles. No combos. It'll be a super hard task for Saria to finish off Christian with just one arm.
I mean, it's super impressive what Saria just did, getting out of that submission. I'm honestly impressed by both guys. I'm impressed with the submission offense of Estrella and the toughness and perseverance of Saria getting out of that thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Saria back on those leg kicks, and like I said, every leg kick each one of those guys have thrown inside, outside leg kick has landed. Nice body combination by Estrella.
Three rounds in this fight, so it's we're almost halfway through the fight in about a minute.
I like the switching stances of Christian Estrella. I like how he switches his stances. He's in good range when he switches. When you saw some of the fights earlier, the guys would switch right in front of each other, but Christian gets out of range, switches, come back, and gives the guy different looks, and he's doing a great job of that. Nice body kick by Christian Estrella.
And there is a right hand thrown by Saria. He's using it sparingly. Nice left hand, nice combination. A little bit of a welt developing under the right eye of Christian. Hard to tell when that happened. Been a lot of exchanges tonight.
Yeah, these 25ers always are excited, man. Back and forth action all the time.
You hear Christian's corner. He said, Saria's going 2 miles an hour. Let's go.
Yeah, he's telling them to pick up the pace. I mean, the pace is pretty high pace, but I guess they want him to go even more. But Christian just absorbed some hard shots right there.
Yeah, Christian's got to be careful not to get lulled into this pace. I agree with them 100% because Christian's, one of his strong suits is gas tank. And he could take you into the deep water and drown you. But if you're gonna let this pace go, you're gonna let Saria crawl back into this thing.
Yeah. I think one of the big keys for this fight is the leg kicks. They both landed some good leg kicks. Whichever one of them I feel gets back on it is going to have the advantage. Solid right hand by Christian.
Saria wants nothing to do with the ground game. Nice dump, though.
Yeah, I don't blame him after eating that deep armbar triangle.
He says, come on, back up. Come and stand with me, Christian. Minute and a half to go in round number 2 here. If you just tuned in, you are watching Action Fight League War at the Rock. I'm Jay Adams alongside Charles Boston, Strong Rosa. Glad you joined us. Celebrating the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and all of the great things they've done here. The Seminoles putting a ton of money into a bunch of new buildings here in Hollywood, Florida, including that huge guitar skyscraper. Nice overhand left there from Christian.
Yeah, Christian doing a great job of switching the stances, mixing it up. Nice high kick there, keeping Saria guessing. But Saria doing a great job of marching down, sitting down on his punches, getting a little bit of heavy shots off. Good inside leg kick there by Saria and outside.
Quick shout out to Juju, New Zealand, Naked CBD. Oh, nice left. The United States Veterans Chamber of Commerce in Harley-Davidson. Thank you guys for your support.
Ooh, that was a big takedown by Saria at the end of the round. This is what the judges are looking for, you know, how because in close rounds, who's finishing on top, who's getting the takedowns when it's a close stand-up battle. So, wise move by Saria there.
Very timely, as you said, with just 10 seconds to go in the round.
Nice. Christian with that nice rubber guard, too, but looks like it's a little bit late in the round.
Nice move. That's actually makes this puzzle that much more interesting. I'm going to put you on the line, Boston Strong. How do you score that second round?
Ooh, I don't know. I think it was close. I think right now, just going into it, to be fair, I think it's 1-1. I think whoever comes out with this third round wins this fight, and that's what championship fights are about, you know, coming down to the finish, see who wants it more.
You could make an argument that Christian's up 2-0, but it's too close. If I was in his corner, I'd be saying it's 1-1 if you're lucky.
Yeah,
and you need to go stop
That would be
Soria.
wise for both corners to say. There's no way that you could say it was 1-1 and be confident in that. Very close. Soria especially securing that takedown at the end. It's close. 1-1. It's going to be going into the third for the belt. Both these guys have some amazing training partners. Christian Estrella training from American Top Team. Trains one of his good buddies, Juan Puerta, the Titan FC champion. Jesse Formella, he's #1 ranked UFC, bantamweight. So he got some good training partners. Edwin Soria trains with Jason Sorias. Adia Terry, brown belt under Marcus Avalon. So I mean, these guys are both getting in the ring with some of the best guys there are, especially in South Florida.
One of Soria's guys told me Suarez got his black belt.
This is what it comes down to, the last round of the fight. Low blow by Soria hit Christian with the low punch, which you usually don't see much, but
Below the belt punch. I loved in the old days of boxing, and the belt kept getting higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, I guess you see it in boxing. I was just thinking from MMA. It's rare that you see a...
It's like 2 inches under the guy's nipples at some point. Yeah.
Usually it's a hard kick. We saw that Bellator fight end last night. I don't know if you saw it, but Matt Mitrione fight. The fight ended in the first round. Yeah, he was fighting the Russian guy, and Matt Mitrione hit him with a low blow in the first 10 seconds, and it was the main event. The fight ended, so it was a no contest because it was accidental. But that's the second time.
Soria said he didn't do it that time. He copped to the first one, but he shook his head no on that one.
I mean, the truth is, when you're fighting these fights, you got to have the right cup, believe it or not. As crazy as it sounds, there's a good brand that I've used, Diamond MMA cups, that's great. But if you don't have the right cup and you get hit there, it's going to hurt a lot more than if you have the right equipment and protection.
So as we were saying earlier, he'll get up to 5 minutes to shake it off. but being the physical specimen he is, he only needs 10 seconds. Saria pressing the action, Charles. Oh, but he ate that left. He ate that left. Now it's, but this is Rock'em Sock'em. Now it's just left, right.
And there they go, back and forth battle. This is awesome. This is what the fans came to see.
My goodness. Both of these guys stepping into the pocket at flyweight, going for that strap. Outside leg kick from Christian. But Saria walking Christian down a little bit here.
Yeah, he's backing him up. Christian landed some nice solid punches, but definitely Saria backing him up a little bit. This is going to go down to the wire.
Anybody's fight now. Your guess is as good as ours if you've been scoring at home.
Yeah, this is going to come down to who wants some more. And man, both these guys are looking hungry, so. Again, we end up in this position every time, you know, the battle of the underhooks. Christian looking for the guillotine right here to try to get the finish, but it's going to be tough to do against a guy like Saria. I mean, he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and it's not easy to just go and guillotine a guy like that in the third round. So he's going to want to look to break off, get his back off the cage, and take it back to the center and try to finish strong.
Yeah, these guys are both soaked too, which makes it that much more difficult to get any submission. And you get the exhaustion factor as well conditioned as these flyweights are. They have been going full out from the beginning of this fight, so you know they're feeling it right around now.
Yeah, no doubt. This has been a high-paced fight by both guys. Hats off to both of them. Both of them have great condition, and they're still right in there throwing good exchanges.
This is for the ISKA flyweight title strap. Who wants it more? Coming down to the final seconds of the fight. Both corners imploring their fighters to finish strong.
Nice leg kick by Christian Estria.
Both of their faces showing the wear and tear now. You see redness around both of their eyes. Oh, head kick from Christian. Saria rocks Christian. Wow. Just trading out there, Charles. Got about a minute to go in the fight. Head kick combo with the left.
A minute left in the fight, man. This is what it's going to come down to. All those hours of training, continuous hours of training is coming down to the last minute of the fight, and that's why you put in all that work for the fight.
Christian said he was poked. Saria, hard to tell. He's still shaking his head no, so he said there was no poke. And the ref didn't see anything. Mike Cardosa did not stop the action.
He did, because he stopped it, so he definitely saw something, but...
Well, what happened was Christian said, "Stop it for me," and
timeout.
Some refs won't do that. You know, like Herb Dean won't do that.
There's no timeouts.
He's like, I didn't call the timeout. You can't tell me timeout.
Fight.
Still hangs in the balance. That's amazing.
20 seconds, let's go.
Yeah, nice left hand
yelling, go, let's go. And there they go.
It's go time.
Right down to the wire, baby. Let's go.
Oh, this is why we love MMA. Two warriors. Oh, and the dump from Saria. Timely dump. Oh, my goodness. That was a brilliant move by the Emperor.
Wise move by Edwin Saria, but we're gonna have to see if it's enough to win the fight and win the round. But it's gonna be a close one for sure. You see Christian Estria trying to lock up the rubber guard and working a little bit from the bottom, getting some nice little rapid punches off.
Let me tell you this much, Charles Rosa, whoever loses is not going to be happy about it.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, especially since it's for the belt right here. But Christian's going to want to get off his back right here. This is not how you want to end the fight. You hear? Oh, Christian looking for that armbar. going to be a good one going to the judges.
Our judges tonight, Gene Waring, Rich Green, John Rupert, Vincente Rodriguez. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I'm not them.
I don't want to be the judges in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, with judges' scores of 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, your winner, via unanimous decision, in the blue corner, and new War at the Rock flyweight champion, Edwin Lil Emperor Soria.
All right, I am here with the new champion, Edwin Soria, the Emperor. You just put that strap around your waist. I can see you're emotional about this. Your first title, and against a highly touted prospect in Christian Inastria. You knew this was going to be the fight of a lifetime for you, and you stepped up and you pulled it off. Your thoughts on this huge win?
Foremost and foremost, I want to take this opportunity and thank all my friends and family who came out to see me. My samurai crew up there, my family, my wife, my mom, everybody, my team, Mr. Marcos, Jason, my brother Christian, Roberto, everybody, my sponsor, Abstractor Tattoos, my brother that I grew up with, Tasty Meal Preps, CR Therapeutic, and man, that was a hard fight. It's emotional because I've been out for a while, and to get a straight title shot, it's a blessing. He's a tough kid, very tough kid to put away. He came. I thought he was coming with jiu-jitsu, but he came to strike, and I had to step up and overcome and adapt.
I think your last fight was like in 2016. That's a huge layoff. So to come in against someone like Inastria is just remarkable what you pulled off.
You know, like Dominic Cruz said, there's no cage rest if you put the time and heart and dedication to your training. Hard work pays off. Hard work always beats talent. You know, it's the world has the strongest will. Whoever is willing to succeed as bad as they want to breathe, they'll do it.
All right, well, we have time issues, so we're going to get out of here, but I want to thank you. Great fight tonight. Give some love to the new champion, Edwin, the Emperor Soria. Give some love.
Introducing first in the blue corner, standing at 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 160 pounds, with a record of 12 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. Fighting out of Killian Gracie in Miami, Florida, he is yours, Denny, the Pink Panther, Cedeno. And his opponent in the red corner, standing at 5 feet, 10 inches tall, weighing in at 160 pounds, with a record of 16 wins and 4 losses. Fighting out of American Top Team and No Fear in Taubaté in São Paulo, Brazil, he is Felipe Boca Douglas.
3 5-minute rounds. It's Cuba versus Brazil. Denny Cedeno, the Pink Panther, in the black trunks with orange print and orange trim, and Felipe Boca Douglas in the red corner with the American Top Team board shorts. Here we go, 3 5-minute rounds.
This is what every fight fan wants to see, you know, striker versus striker. Cedeno, karate background, Boca, Muay Thai background. This is going to be one for the fans. This is awesome.
Love it, stylistic matchups. You see Boca stands a little taller than Cedeno, looking to take advantage of that height. Oh, wow. That's a lot of speed for a guy his size.
Yeah, definitely, and this is going to be one of the keys of victory for Boca right here, is those leg kicks, and definitely for Cedeno is going to be those spinning techniques. If you can land one of those are big power shots.
And now we're seeing some power right here from Cedeno, able to muscle Douglas up against the cage, and Douglas with a little elevation of himself and a shoulder punch. Oh, this is exactly what you were talking about earlier.
Yep. The battle for the underhooks right here. This is what it's all about. This is one of the hidden gem areas of MMA that fighters need to work on, is these underhooks right here. And whoever can secure these in these positions usually is going to get the cage control, which is a big factor in the scoring of the judges.
You can tell both these guys got a good amount of fights, at least 20 each under their belt. The relaxation, the calmness of the face. It's a little do-si-do here.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was expecting a grappling clinch battle, but a nice knee by Boca. And there's that Muay Thai. You know, the karate doesn't have as much of a clinch game, but this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, like you said, you know, take this with you. It's that beauty of Muay Thai is you don't get a clinch for free, because when we break from this clinch, you're going to pay for it.
And both these guys have some amazing, notable training partners. Like I said, Boca trains with Thiago Moises, UFC vet, Gleason Tebow, Renato Mancao, and his wife is also a kickboxer too. Nice exchange by both these guys.
Yeah, beautiful exchange. Either one of those guys could have gone down on either one of those shots. These guys are stepping into the pocket.
Oh, solid combination.
Oh, uppercut.
Nice uppercut.
Well, Kyle's starting to bring it to Cedeno a little bit here.
Yeah, that was a wise move. He hit him with the uppercut. He had him hurt, but then he got the takedown, you know, and this is what you want to do. You know, he's trained at American Top Team, so he's well-schooled in the grappling and jiu-jitsu, has his back. Training under Marcos Lima as his head coach, black belt in jiu-jitsu, and this is where you want to have the fight. You got a guy's back, you win in the fight here.
I think I saw a cut above Cedeno's eye. It didn't look too bad. Yeah, just on the left-hand side there. Not leaking too badly.
Yeah, I didn't get much information about, you know, the ground game of Boca, but it'll be interesting. You know, most of these guys coming in, flying from Brazil, that Alex Davis has, they're always all good at jiu-jitsu. And one of his training partners, Thiago Moises, is one of the best jiu-jitsu guys I trained with in my career, and that's one of his main training partners. So you know that if he's going with a guy like that, then be wise on the ground.
Yeah, he looks wise all right. He's giving Cedeno everything he can handle here.
Yeah, he has a solid back control, looking to trap that arm. He's going to obviously try to secure a rear naked choke, or if he can flip him over, he's going to want to flatten him out and ground and pound him out. But right now, he's looking for the rear naked choke. very difficult to land hard shots when you have the guys back when you're on your back. But if you can flip it over and flatten them out, that's the best position. Cedeno wise trying to get out, but good scrambles by both guys.
Yeah, great scramble. Good defense there from Douglas, preventing the escape. And a nice explosive escape attempt from Cedeno. He's bleeding from his nose now, too.
This isn't what I expected, a grappling match, but it's actually both of them are doing really well. I mean, Cedeno's defending the jiu-jitsu really well, but Buka is actually showing off his skill, his jiu-jitsu skills and his ground skills, and I'm sure it's coming from American Top Team and his awesome coaches and training partners. Beautiful knee bar attempt, rolling knee bar attempt by Cedeno.
It gets him out.
And Gracie showed him that one.
The best defense is a good offense. And now Cedeno starting to bully Douglas.
Good back and forth by both these guys. Nice reversal by Buka. Cedeno looking for this Kimura right now. Looking over to his corner, Ilian Gracie. One of, son of Carlos Gracie, man. This guy is, anybody that's a Gracie, you know that they have legit jiu-jitsu, so.
It's a part of the DNA.
Solid first round by both these guys, man. It's going to be exciting. Future rounds in this fight, man. They're going to keep it going.
Who'd you give that first round to?
That was a tough one, man. I think it could have went either way. I think Buka had his back for a big part of the round, and I think that was definitely, I would give it to Buka.
That's how I leaned.
Yeah, just jiu-jitsu and having it back and securing that.
Yeah.
But definitely Cedeno not out of this fight. This is going to go down to the wire, I feel like, barring one of them landing a big shot, because both these guys are so dangerous where they're striking. Every shot they throw, you can tell, could put somebody away if it lands the right way, but both of them are wise defensively, so making it an exciting fight. High-paced action here, back and forth.
You see Cedeno trying to pick up the pace on the strikes. Might have felt like he might have heard both of us leaning the first round towards Douglas based on ride time. And
Yeah,
his corner may have
still-
told him that too.
Yeah, no doubt. But Cedeno's still throwing super power, man. He's a freak athlete. You can tell by looking at him.
I
Man.
know
I think
he
it's
is.
those Cuban genetics, man. All those guys are jacked. And but definitely, man, this is a solid fight, going back and forth. Solid leg kicks by Bukaw, back and forth battles, grappling, stand up.
He's a Cuban fighter in Tampa, Yosmani Cabezas. And it's funny you said that, the Cuban genetics. And he's just got the same just jacked body as Yosdeni. Yeah, there must be some strain down there.
Something in the water.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Heel kick by Cedeno. Bukaw took it well, but that landed. Ooh, good overhand right by Bukaw.
Nice takedown there by Douglas. Grabs the double.
Nice hook by
back he
Bukaw and
goes.
takes his
Yeah.
back again. This is what I think secured the first round for him, and this is good position by Bukaw.
So Daniel had a couple nice reversals in the first round when in this position.
Yeah, what Cedeno wants to do is if he can get him off to the side and spin into his guard, he could actually end up on top right here, especially since they're both so sweaty. So you're going to look, that's what he's going to want to do. If he can take his right elbow, bring it to the ground, turn into him, and end up in his guard, then he's in the dominant position. Difficult to do, but that's the move to go from here.
You got to really get some explosive energy together and just go for it. There can be no tentative. That's not a tentative move.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, he's kind of content with being in this position. He's going to have to get up and be able to get out of here and use that explosiveness. I mean, he's an explosive guy, and that's what he's going to need to use to get out of this position, because the technique of Bukaw right now with taking the back and see, exactly, that's what he needed to do. So Daniel, that's what I just said. He turned into him, and now he's in his guard, and he's in the dominant position. He was patient, waited, exploded, and got where he wanted to be.
So now Cedeno with an opportunity to posture up and let his hands go, try to get a little ground and pound going and build up some points in the judge's eyes.
Yeah, it never looks good when you're laying on your back getting kicked, so Bukaw's going to want to get up back to his feet, which he just did now. Eating some big shots, Cedeno firing hard.
They're now trading, standing in the pocket.
This is a great fight. Solid uppercut by Bukaw. Drops Cedeno, but Cedeño's still not out of it.
Cedeño's trying to get up now.
Amazing recovery by Cedeno.
The Pink Panther.
Vicious uppercut by Bukaw.
And Cedeno looked over to let everyone know he was okay. Had the presence of mind. I think he was actually looking at the big screen to see his situation.
Yeah, look at that after the fight.
Can't grab the cage. Russ Greenberg's letting him know. He's still grabbing it though.
Yeah, I mean, he's still feeling that shot. His ears are still ringing from that shot, I'm sure. So he's going to do whatever he can to survive here. Doing a pretty good job protecting his neck, but he needs to make it out of this round. He ate a hard, solid uppercut there. But he spins in, he does that explosive move, you know, turns into his guard, and he ends up in his guard, and he's in a dominant position now. So Daniel fought back from being dropped, and he's back on top now.
Going for the leg, going for the ankle. And Bukaw looking at the big screen too. These guys are savvy. They've been around. They know to look. You can't see down there. You can't see. He's going for your ankle, what he's going for, and he looked up at the big screen. There's that drop. Good job, fellas. I was hoping you could pull that up.
And great recovery by Cedeno. I mean, he ate that shot full force right on the chin, and he fought right out of it. He hit him clean on the chin. Cedeno, tough as nails, battles back from it, and actually ends around on top. But solid shot by Bukaw.
And that was a position we saw throughout the fight. Douglas taking Cedeno's back and trying to cinch in a choke.
Mutual respect by both these guys, and definitely, man, this has been a back and forth battle, but definitely right now I think Felipe Douglas Bukaw is up in the scorecard. So Cedeno's gonna have to pull something from his karate hat of tricks and put him away here if he wants to win this fight.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's Bukaw has been able to do just enough to take the back and to be in dominant position for the dominant amount of time.
He has to be careful because Cedeno is super dangerous, especially with those big kicks.
You got to wonder how much that drop took out of Cedeno, though. He definitely looks more tired of the two.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's also some hard reddening on his left leg. He's eaten some solid leg kicks from the Muay Thai. Bukaw has been really the showcase of this fight right now. And again with that uppercut. They didn't put him down with that one, but it landed again on the hard on the chin. Ooh, another solid leg kick.
Bukaw is starting to have his way, Charles, with him. You see him, he was kind of playing with the fake bolo punch there. That's when you know you're starting to relax. You really feel like you got the guy's timing.
Yeah, super impressive, man, by Felipe Bukaw Douglas to be able to come in on short notice and, you know, keep this high pace of a fight in this performance. I mean, he's doing this against a UFC veteran, and he's coming in on short notice, flying in from Brazil. You know, not everything. You know, this isn't his hometown. Cedeno is from, you know, Miami, so yeah, has a chip stack against him, but he's pulling it off right here, doing really well.
Well, you know, this comes back to what you and I were talking about at the beginning of the fight. It's more exciting for Felipe. He's fighting a UFC vet. So you got just that extra little, you know, inspiration. Now, both these guys are inspired to win, don't get me wrong. But there's a little more edge in it for Felipe if he wins. You know,
no doubt, man. He's hungry. And, you know, if he took the fight on 5 days' notice, this is one of those guys that's ready. He's ready for that UFC call any moment. And clearly taking that fight on 5 days' notice against a UFC veteran. Most likely when he does get the call for the UFC, it's going to be a short notice fight. So the more times you do it now, the better experience you get, and the more you're ready for it when it happens.
That was definitely a groin strike. You heard the cup pop, and Yosteni, he copped to it. He copped.
He looks like he needs a translator. He's not exactly sure what the ref's telling him, but you know, he has 5 minutes here, so took a hard groin shot, but walking it off. And yeah, that's one of the things we were just talking about. These guys got to be ready when they get that UFC call. I got my first UFC call on 5 days' notice, and you know, I had to be ready for it. It's the fighter's responsibility to be ready for these fights and take advantage of their opportunities. And Bukaw's doing so right now.
It was an opening. You get a call. We've got a UFC fighter. We've got a main event in a big fight city.
Bukaw looking sharp, man.
Yeah, he looks sharp.
Muay Thai.
It's
Good
like he's
kicks,
picking up.
uppercuts.
Yeah, it's like his game is picking up.
That's how they do it in Thailand too. They start slow, and as the rounds pick up, that's the Muay Thai style usually. I mean, this is an MMA fight, but that's, you know.
Yeah, the intensity, the confidence.
The confidence is the key for him right there. You know, he's going in, you know, against a UFC veteran, not knowing what to expect, and he's putting on a solid show. You know, he's landing some big shots. He's dropped them, and good leg kicks. Cedeno's leg is bright red right now.
Yeah, he felt that one. You saw him take an extra step.
Yeah, he'll feel it even more tonight when he goes to bed.
Oh, this would be key right here for Douglas. And he gets the dump. Douglas,
solid.
Yeah,
solid everywhere, man. There's no weaknesses in this kid. I think there's no doubt that this kid's ready for the big show for the UFC. I mean, this performance he's putting up against a guy like this on short notice, mind you, means, I mean, it's clear. I mean, this guy's going to be getting that call soon.
Well, I think you should go in and be the one interviewing him and hit that whole UFC angle, you know, as a UFC fighter about taking the opportunity. And that's a very strong statement you just made, you know, that he's ready. So I think that will thrill this kid coming from you.
Yeah, no doubt. And he got his back right here. He got his back taken. So he's definitely going to want to look for the finish, though. One of the keys is you want to always try to get the finish, because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, when you know the bosses, Sean Shelby, Dana White, they're looking at the fight, they want to see a finish. They don't care if it was a dominant performance or anything like that. They're just going to see, you know, first round finish, second round finish, third round finish, or unanimous decision. So it's important that you go for the finish, and he's looking for it right now.
Yeah, they don't have a ton of time to go through a lot of wars, and you know,
yeah,
they just don't have the time. Cedeno has got to do something big here. He knows it too. He knows it. He's giving everything he
solid
has.
Finish by both guys. The car wobbles them, both of them in their face. Amazing fight, amazing finish by both fighters.
Wow.
Beautiful.
All right, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, let's give it up for both of our main event fighters. And ladies and gentlemen, with judges' scores of 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28, your winner, the unanimous decision in the red corner, Felipe Douglas.
I'm here with the winner, Felipe Douglas. Amazing performance, man. He just came in on 5 days' notice from Brazil, flying in from Brazil, and took out a UFC fighter, you know, former UFC fighter. How are you feeling right now?
Pegou a luta com pouco tempo, 5 dias, veio do Brasil, pegou logo um lutador que já lutou no Ultimate. Como é que você está se sentindo?
Eu estou me sentindo no Ultimate. Só falta me chamar no UFC. Dana, quem for, fala com o papo aqui, ó. Me chama!
I feel like I'm in the UFC, Dana, whoever. Call me, I'm here.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. Absolutely. Coming from a UFC fighter myself, you're 100% ready. Dana, Sean Shelby, he's calling for the big show. He's ready and he's here.
Pô, Dana, ele concorda com ele é lutador do Ultimate também. Ele concorda com você está pronto para o Ultimate.
Eu vou ficar pronto todos os dias, a hora que aparecer a oportunidade. Estou pronto, quero. Pode ser daqui 5 dias, amanhã. Me chama. Eu sou fã do De La Hoya, já vi. Rosa, já vi ele lutando muito.
Yeah, I'm ready. They call me anytime. I'm there. I'm training every day, and I'm also a fan of Charles Rosa.
Awesome, man. Great performance. Proud to see you. Look forward to seeing you at the big show, man, if you need another one. But, hey, man, amazing performance. Anybody you want to thank back home here?
Muito bom performance. Tem alguém que você queira agradecer?
Agradecer ao velhão aqui. Muito obrigado. Me abraçou na academia. Deu outro rumo para minha vida. Agradecer ao meu irmão Pezão, Thiago Moisés. A gente já passou poucas e boas juntos aí. Minha família, mamãe, papai, minha linda Larissa, amo vocês.
I want to thank the old man here who picked me up and helped me out. Marcos Rogério, Thiago Moisés, my family, everybody, I love you.
Hey, man, enjoy the victory. Congratulations.